What's going on? What's going on, Jay?
Oh, what up? What up? What up, bro? What's good? What's good?
Not much, man. Not much. Microphone check, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's going on, ladies and gents? Sippers and sniffers, what's going on? All right. As y'all know, we have a special guest tonight. We're gonna go ahead and move through things a little quickly so that we can get him up here. You know, his time is precious and costly. Unfortunately, he's not charging us right now, so thank God for that. The perks of being a friend. But we are glad to have him on today, and very appreciative. But let's go ahead and get things started, man. Hey, what you wearing? What you wearing, Jay?
Today, man, just pulled out a little something I haven't worn in a long time, man. The weather's starting to warm back up over here. I haven't worn a scent profile in a long time, man. Went with something along the lines of like a BR 540. Went from a House of Juice box today, man. I went Cheeky Smile.
Cheeky Smile, brought it back out.
Yeah, man. I mean, it do what it's supposed to do, man. I mean, the BR 540 scent DNA been done 652 million times already. Yeah. But this one, it just does something a little bit different, man. So I enjoy it. Got the nice little turntable on the top. You know what I'm saying? Get my Kid Capri on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's one way of saying it. I tell you what. All right.
I'm Q from Juice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. This guy.
That's what I went with today, man. That's what I went with today, bro.
All right. And I will be honest with you. Today, I decided to keep it G. I found this, and you know what? I wore it. I just went ahead and put it on. He sent it to me as a favor. I wanted to try it out. This is really good. This is from the house of Christopher Lee, Angel's Candy. I decided to go ahead and try it out, y'all. This is good. Angel's Candy.
Oh,
this is good. You get a little bit of sweetness, some gourmand factors in here, and a little syrupy. To me, it leans in the direction of Angel Share, but not quite. It does have a little more playfulness to it, not as boozy, just a little more sweet, but definitely a beautiful fragrance. All right, definitely get to the notes and whatnot, but definitely want to look out for that. And you know what? Hey, look, like I said, our time is precious, and so is his. We're gonna go ahead and bring this gentleman up early. Because I'm actually
you don't need no introduction. Y'all know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who he is. He don't need no introduction. You know what I'm saying? This big head motherfucker. Just go ahead and bring him up, man.
I was gonna play nice. You done started some shit now.
Here we go.
Gems, that $5,000 appearance fee is no longer waived. It's coming out of big money bucks over here.
Yeah, it's coming out of his pocket.
I
hope they got a Christmas off for sale.
Don't have to pay, bro.
See, I told Jims this morning, look, I'm not gonna just beef with Jason the whole time. We're gonna have a good discussion, and you done fucked that up, so it's on now.
Hey, I told Jims I was gonna start drinking early for this shit, bro. I've been waiting on this one. I told him early what was going on.
I bet. So, my Lord.
What's up, brother?
Good Can't take him nowhere, boy. It's good to see both of y'all,
bro. For real, man. What's good, bro? What's up?
So we got 47 watching on my side. Like I was telling Jim, since he had it enabled, I went ahead and did the cross stream. Anybody that's watching on my channel, the link to this channel, Sips and Sniffs, is pinned in the chat. Come on over. You're going to have a good time because what you see me and Jason do on my channel, now you get to see on screen. Plus, Jim, we're going to cut up tonight with a great topic. It's going to be a good time.
Y'all going to get to see it in real life, man.
Yeah, for real.
Live and in color. Real. Live and in color. You know what I'm saying? So, been waiting on this one for a minute, man. I know you've been a busy man. You got so many things on your plate, man, and I appreciate you taking the time out for us, brother. For real. I appreciate it.
I've been wanting to do this. I'm not quite as elusive to get scheduled for a live stream as somebody like Justin. That man's got many hats. It's difficult to lock Justin down for a date. Man. But I'm much busier than people realize. and I love it. I love being busy. Movement is life. When I sit still, I get bored fast. I like to have things to do. I don't like to just be in my head. I like motion. I like activity. Let's do something productive,
Most definitely.
Good deal.
Man,
Good deal,
hey,
man.
like you said, we appreciate that you taking the time out. Man, I'm gonna address a few people in the chat, all the sippers and sniffers. We got Gian. I believe he's over there on your side, but Gian is definitely someone that we've grown to know off of your channel and whatnot.
Mhm.
We got Orange. He said Tom Ford Noir, De Noir, still great. And of course, as usual, on your side, hey, Neil Wati.
What up, man?
End of the day is the hot offs, the Immortals. I did actually like that. Little, as a matter of fact, I think I paid top dollar for that thing. That's a
You didn't
beautiful.
buy it at retail? You bought it secondhand?
I bought it secondhand, man. I got it. Yeah,
They'll
I
get
think
you sometimes on them Z creative fragrances, man. They think they
Yeah.
got gold.
it bit me in the ass. I waited a little late. Had to get it after hand. I
I
think
tell people all the time, if they charging anything more than like $30 more than we charge, just wait. Just
Yeah.
I
wait.
got it for 170. So hey,
Oh, you did good then, yeah.
yes,
When they start getting the $250, $300 range, it's like, man, let them sit on them fragrances. Y'all don't cater to that bullshit, you know.
oh man,
Exactly.
nah, just Jason. You know, he got them packed. He got them.
Jason got it, like he got that screw you guys money, you know.
Hey, man, I'm always looking for a discount, man. For real. If that,
You always looking for something free every time I'm around. You got your hand out. I don't know what you're talking about.
hey, I don't know what you're talking about either, player. You know what I'm saying?
All right. We got Roy in here as usual. That man Joel, what's going on? Blaine, hey, he came over from your channel, Ross, and won. I think the first time he came to our channel, he won that bottle of Philosophia.
Well, you go ahead with your bad self, Blaine.
Blaine did win.
It's mostly familiar. Every name in the chat's familiar. You know,
Yeah.
there's only so many people in the live stream audience in this community. We all share the majority of it. You know,
Right.
Basically, it's and a lot of people think that the community is like big.
well, the live stream side of it's not. It's a few hundred people.
Yes,
Like the biggest fragrance live stream you'll see is 300-400 people, and that's only on occasion. You know, but if you can clip 100 to 200, that's the bulk of it. You know.
I believe so. Oh yeah.
What up, Mike?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give some time. We're gonna flip through some things as we're discussing this, but we got 15 fragrances to go through, so I'm not gonna be able to address everybody in the chat like Ross usually does, or like we usually do. So we're gonna go ahead and start this off. Okay, we're gonna start this thing off right. Okay, now
I only got 3 fragrances, bro. That's all I got is 3, man. So y'all gonna have to cover these other places.
So apparently we got 12, not 15. He got us false advertising over here.
you gonna tell us we gotta cover it up. How about you? How about you
Hey,
cover
man,
that shirt up, brother? How about you cover that shirt up, Python?
Hey,
We can
bro.
see your halter top underneath, man.
Hey, bro, it's all good, bro.
At least it ain't secret. We good. We good. But yeah, but no, as y'all know, we have 15 fragrances we're gonna go through, 15 that we will recommend and that we plan on possibly wearing going into the holidays. And you know, it's for a number of reasons. Sometimes it's because of certain notes, just bring back memories of Christmas, you know, or of the holidays and whatnot. If you're not Christian and you don't celebrate Christmas, you know, if you're Muslim and you just like fragrances and whatnot, there are typical smells, typical notes that resonate with people around this time. And so we decided to go ahead and talk about 5 fragrances. Well, you know, since this might be the only thing that we afford you that will be consideration today, Ross, we're going to go ahead and let you go first, brother.
Well, I appreciate that. And Janelle, I would say probably most of these are going to be unisex. I know on my end, I would say 3 of the 5 for sure are indeed. And this is 100% coming with me to wear for Christmas for my family. So I might as well start with this. I only wear this in December, usually the week of Christmas. May he rest in peace, Mr. E.J. Wells. This is Om for the holidays. This is coffee. This is pancakes and syrup and waffles. It's gourmand coffee. Is basically, it's a bunch of sweet notes. It's a very heavy one. I believe it's kind of similar to, I want to say Lafayette Street from Bond Number 9, but this one's heavier on the coffee note itself.
Okay.
It's a monster performer. This is a less is more fragrance. 1 spray can fill a room, especially with these gigantic ass sprays he's got. But coffee lovers, this is the best thing he's ever made. This is my favorite fragrance EJ ever created. So Indie House, not the most widely known, but Happy Land Studios even has the theme of the, you know, the mistletoe and the Christmas hat on the Happy Land guy.
Oh yeah.
It screams Christmas, not just from that sticker, but I relate a lot of gourmand stuff. I'm not a big gourmand guy, but for Christmas time, that's pretty much what I want is gourmands. It food, family, that's what it makes me think of. So not necessarily a party outside of the family get together for Christmas is what I'm rocking this for. This is 100% coming with me on my trip to Louisiana.
All right.
What's up,
All right.
man? What's up, man?
Jay,
Hey,
what you
James,
got?
real
You
quick,
want to
bro.
go next?
Kill that music, man. I can't just kill the music in the background.
I don't even hear no music.
Yeah,
I was going to say, this is off, brother.
It's off now. Whatever you just did, now it just killed the music. So
I didn't think. I won't lie to you.
okay.
I just clicked up.
Balls of Steel got it. It's New Harlem, not Lafayette Street, New Harlem. It's similar to New Harlem. My apologies.
Okay.
That's what it is. I knew it was
the syrupy, like syrup pancake. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Okay. Got you.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah, man, that's a good choice, man. I'll be in Louisiana myself for Christmas this year myself, so I haven't really given it too much thought of what I'm gonna wear while I'm over there for the week. But yeah, you better believe I'm gonna be smelling pretty damn good though. So my first one, man, because when I think of Christmas, I think of holidays, man. I think of family, friends, and good times, good vibes, and we sometimes like to dress up and make it do what it do. You know what I mean? So for me, YSL tuxedo has definitely got to be one of those ones that you wear during the holidays. I mean, it's the vanilla, the patchouli. Man, this prayer is crazy.
fire hose over there.
Yeah, it's got a level of freshness and opening, man. I mean, YSL tuxedo speaks for itself. I mean, this is nothing new to the community. But you don't have to spend YSL tuxedo money to get this. I mean, you can buy the tux, which is really good, and also suits. I haven't smelled suits, but I heard that suits was actually better than the tux. I know Ross can probably speak on that one a little bit more than what I can, but for those that are budget conscious, you can get this same scent profile and scent DNA, but it's not gonna have that special magic that this one has.
I'm not even gonna recommend a cheap clone to you because if you want that experience, you need that bottle.
Yeah, because that experience is different. I got a bottle of the tux, but this just has that certain oomph and that certain razzle dazzle.
It does.
That you're just not gonna get out of the clone.
Well, the way I like to tell people is it's not the same artist, it's not the same easel and materials, it's not the same canvas.
Right.
Reverse engineering a fragrance is not the same thing as the original artist with the original materials creating from scratch. It's not the same.
Yeah. And the thing is that the vanilla in this fragrance, man, like a lot of people, when they talk about vanilla fragrances, they never really talk about tuxedo when they talk about a great vanilla fragrance. This fragrance and the bourbon vanilla that's here is fantastic, man. I mean, I love this fragrance.
I will say this about it. I love it. I got a love for it, but I got the tux. But the thing about it is that earthiness in the beginning, that woodiness that comes out, that it kind of drowns out the vanilla a little bit. And a lot of people probably don't mention it because of the patchouli.
It could be the patchouli with a little earthiness in it that may give that to you.
And so a lot of people probably don't really say it because it's not a strong vanilla opening. People start categorizing off the first 15 minutes usually. So I don't know, but both. But I'm going with the tux. You already know how I do, Jason.
Of course you are, Mr. Blue Elegant. Of course you are.
But y'all, all right, let me say this real quick. When I think of Christmas, I think of the holidays, I think of notes, like you were saying earlier, Ross. I'm thinking of cinnamon. All right. Cinnamon is one of my main notes.
Yeah.
All right. Think of yams, I think of stuff like that. Cooking. So what I'm going with today, the first one is going to be Sacred Flame. Great, sweet, fruity. You pick up the bit of spice. You pick up on the dry down. You start to get a little more wood, a little sandalwood, a little smoothness, but you get the cinnamon and you get a little you get a little flowers, you get a little florals and whatnot. But I love eventually you start to get that cinnamon and that rose. Now, I like all types of cinnamon and rose combinations. I love Portrait of a Lady. It's a little darker. The incense takes the cinnamon in a different way. But on this one right here, when I smell this, first thing that comes to mind, Christmas, holiday time.
My phone's going off too, Jim.
I know, man.
I got George texting me.
But yes, sir. So that'll be my first one, Sacred Flame.
I mean, it's a hell of a choice. I got it right here, sitting ready to jump in the rotation as well. Fruity, warm, ambery, fiery, hot spice. Oh man, I think it's one of his best creations. I think it jumps to like number 3 for me.
3. Oh.
Yeah, number 2 for you.
2.
Yeah, it's up there for me, man. It's really, really good. I think it's some of his best work.
I agree.
Now, we're talking, we all went the route of being with family. So how about those company Christmas parties?
Okay.
You're going to show out a little more, right? You're not just looking to smell like a snack. You want something a bit more impressive. You want to stand out even more because you're the cologne guy with your family. At work, you probably are too. So where you want the hugs and the cuddles and the I love yous and all the shit that comes with the family Christmas party, the work Christmas party, I think you just need to stand out more. You just that guy, I'm him kind of thing walking through. And the Gate Fragrances Memories does that. This is one of the best cherry fragrances I've ever smelled, but cherry is not the star here. This is smoked tobacco, smoked pipe tobacco specifically. That is the main things you're getting. This is so much more like naturally when you hear me speaking cherry, you're probably thinking French Defense and things like that. So much more masculine and earthy than something like that. This is one of those ones I would not say is the most unisex of fragrances. This is definitely much more masculine because it is heavy on the earth. It's that dry earthiness, more like I said, more of that cherry pipe tobacco than like actual black cherry. More so than anything. Very smoky, not quite all that spicy, but dark, heavy, a little woody, even a bit resinous, like an ambery tone. No real heavy sweetness to this other than that mild cherry that you get at the top. This is super strong. This is one that the company Christmas party, I'm probably going to spray a little bit more. I kind of want to interrupt all of y'all's sillage. I want everybody to smell me, not you. This is one of those fragrances. It's going to stand out. It's got that oomph and that power to it. Spray a little bit more and it's a statement maker. This is one that's specifically for this time of year because it's very heavy, very dark, very warm. I don't want to say cozy because not really one that's, what's a PG way to say it? Let's just say it's not going to just draw all the ladies in, but this is something that kind of commands the room, if you will. It's kind of got that assertive type of profile to it. I'm not saying there won't be people that think you smell amazing. It's just not the, the mythical panty dropper bullshit that people talk about on the internet. This is something a bit more assertive. I think this is a phenomenal pick for your Christmas parties. If you haven't had one yet, weekend before Christmas, I don't know how many companies are doing that. Normally it's this past weekend, I would think.
Yeah, typically they give you a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a little bit earlier, but this I think would be a phenomenal pick for somebody. You're going to spend a little bit more. It's over 200. It's niche, but it's very impressive. Very impressive. Nothing else I have that smells like it as far as tobacco or cherry.
Okay. All right. Wow. All right. Yeah.
It's going to become the game of one up at this point. So
yeah. Ross, he's starting some shit right now. So,
yeah, that's the plan.
It's all good. It's all good, bro. It's all good. I got about 10 over here, so I'm ready.
Don't make me step over there.
I'm with the shits.
I want to start playing that game.
It's gonna be with the shits tonight, so I'm with the shits right now. So, all right. Since you're talking company Christmas party, and you're known as the cologne guy, and you need to make a statement, and you need to be like, okay, him Duncan, Hemi Walker, Hacksaw him Duggan has made it to the event. For me, I'm gonna go from the house of Roger Parfums. I'm gonna go Burlington 1819.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
If I'm gonna go to the party and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm him.
That's what we're doing.
This is what we're doing.
I might have to change some of my picks.
This is the type of time I'm on right now.
Stand on your choices, Ross.
I
Stand
know,
on.
I'm joking. I love what I picked.
Time, man. I mean,
I just love his pick.
oh man.
Yeah.
The citrus opening in here, man. It's bright. You get a little booziness from the rum. You've got ginger, tobacco, got some earthiness. This shit is a masterpiece, bro.
There's the
This
word. I
right
was looking
here
for it.
is a masterpiece. If you want to be one of
Mhm.
those ones that is going to stand out, no matter who's got whatever on, this right here is going to get you noticed, and people are going to ask you, "Damn, what are you wearing?" Because I've never smelled anything like it, and you smell phenomenal. I've heard that. Tried and proven, it works. This is something I'm telling y'all. Burlington 1819. If you haven't gotten your nose on it, like I always say when I post on Sniff and Sniff, treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Get yourself a sample. For real.
That's
Gotta
That's
get your nose
one.
on
That's one that's 100% worth buying a bottle. You can find them under 300. That's in that maximum range I'm looking to spend on a bottle, but that is one. That is one that's worth owning. Masterpiece is the word I was looking to see if you were going to throw out because I couldn't agree more. Musty, orange, booze, spice, woods. Just name that accord, that masculine accord. It's in that fragrance.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And it has a little bit of cumin in there that makes it not
That's a
challenging.
BO function.
It gives it. It gives
a
it.
little funk for that.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying a musty orange smell. That's exactly what I said.
It makes it smell just a little more elite, not so mainstream good.
I
You
think
know.
regal would be a good word.
Okay, regal. We
It's
can
regal.
go there. And yeah. So
For real.
you know, I knew my co-host was gonna go bougie on this. Okay.
Of course.
So leave it to me, okay, to remain in line with the common folks. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Shout outs to real quick. Shout outs to the 138 people we got between the two channels watching. I appreciate you guys. If you're watching on my end, please click the link at the top of the chat and subscribe to Sips and Sniffs if you're enjoying what you're seeing. They do stuff like this with different guests all the time. It's always a good time on this channel.
Yeah, man. We just happened to look up and roll the dice, and we got Ross on here today, right before the end of the year, man. But we're gonna have him on again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get him up here again next year. Gonna get you on that. Sense of Sounds. We're gonna get you on that. We got genres.
We'll work
We got it. But my second pick, I'm gonna keep it simple. All right. Now, if I'm at a company party, I want to make sure that I'm smelling. I am the cologne guy, but I want to make sure that I'm smelling phenomenal, but mass appealing. All right. So I went ahead and took it to the designer streets. All right. And I went with Valentino, Morning Roma, Yellow Dreams. I mean, there's a note in here that just says Christmas all over it.
Mm-hmm.
It's that twist of the pineapple and that gingerbread, y'all. And I won't lie to you, this on my skin brings out the spices, brings out the little spices on the dry down. This is one of the few designers that I recognize has a dry down on it. A lot of them tend to be monotonous. You know what I'm saying? They're very, very linear. All right. But this one right here is really good. It stands out. This too has a vanilla base on it that keeps it sweet. But I'm telling you, that gingerbread and that pineapple in the opening, man, sells it every time. You will walk around smelling like a designer style baked good, and women will want to smell you. Trust me.
I wore it last week. You preaching to a big fan of that fragrance. I literally wore it last week. Yeah, big fan. It's the gingerbread. I knew where you were going with it. It's Christmassy, but when you put that in the thumbnail, I was like, really? We going with Yellow Dream? Okay, we all over the place with our picks. I like this. A lot of variety. Nothing predictable here. You know.
No. Hey, look. My co-host is up in the 400 plus. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it real for the 200 and under. You know what I'm saying?
Now, look, I'm gonna be highly offended if he don't pull a Creed bottle out at some point. I will tell his uncle Olivier. I will let him know.
His uncle's watching.
Hey, man,
I will send him an email, dear Mr. Royal Creed. Yeah.
Leave Uncle Olivier out of this, man. You know what I'm saying?
So I think I'm going to stick the same route. as you, Gems. This was one of my favorite designers released this year. Got to have a little designer love here today. And the way the caramel comes across, it's almost like a honeyed, syrupy, sweet type of caramel note. They don't really list any florals, but I do get this kind of slightly earthed floral kind of heart to it. Woods, vanilla, all the usual suspects. I think this is so far superior to the first two versions of Scandal. It's not even funny. It's Jean-Paul Gaultier, Scandal Absolute.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan of this fragrance. I mean, I'm spraying it. I'm a huge fan. More people need to try this one. I really like the Le Parfum. A lot of people swear by the Le Parfum, and I really believe they just haven't tried the Absolute yet if they still think the Le Parfum's the best one. Again, it's a taste-driven thing. I get that, but this is just so much smoother and doesn't have that typical scratchy synthetic edge to it that the other two definitely have. The EDT obviously much more so than the Le Parfum, but this is just so smooth, rich, and sweet. If you're into sweet designers, you owe it to yourself to try this. This is that level of intoxication. Those of you that are looking for the compliment, you need this. It's got that rich, thick, heavy sillage. It's going to linger and trail all over the freaking place. Obviously, when you get that type of sillage, you're going to have the staying power, and this is sensual. This is going to be attractive to the opposite sex. This is one of those phrases. If the ladies around you are anything like my wife, sweet designers are the key to their heart when it comes to aromas.
True.
This is sheer magic. As with Yellow Dream, kind of not the same profile, but one and the same with that sweet appeal. It's just something about it that does it to women. Some guys aren't that secure that they think this is super feminine type of stuff when we're talking sweet fragrances. No, it's what the modern female likes to smell on the modern male. That's just what it is. Yes. And this is one that if more people give an opportunity, I think more people will add this to their collection, regardless of a Christmas party, just cooler weather in general, because it is on the heavier side. That syrupy caramel sweetness that I was talking about, it is from start to finish. So it does wear on the heavier side. I think this would be awful in warmer weather, but cooler evenings, I don't know if I would put too many designers above it. Kind of how I feel about this one. This is hands down one of the best designers released this year, I feel.
Okay.
Scandal.
Go ahead.
I haven't got my nose on that. To be honest, I mean, y'all know me. I mean, I really don't do a whole lot of designer fragrances. I mean, that's just me and my personal taste. But shout out to Will, man. Me and Will linked up yesterday. Shout out to Will. And I put my nose on Box Bottle Absolute yesterday. Yo, let me tell y'all something.
That was my designer of the year right there.
Yo,
listen to
Bottle Absolute, y'all. For real, that shit is amazing, man. 2 sprays is what I sprayed just to test it. We went to have some drinks, and over all the shit going on and where we were, it was just wafting all night off 2 sprays. Yeah, that might wind up in a collection for real.
Let me say this, though. We talked about this, though, Jay and Ross. You know how you get into the niche phase, or you get into niche and indie niche and whatnot, and you start to smell, and you start. Remember, we started having more and more conversations about things smelling similar, starting to be blended, very, very much the same in some cases. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I started feeling that way about a lot of fragrances I was going to and smelling, sampling, and whatnot. Brother, I went back to my designers, and they just smelled that much better after not dealing with them for like 4 or 5 months. I've been on this indie niche rant, and then I went back to YSL EDP. My God, took my breath away, almost like the first time I bought it.
Damn.
Got back on the Valentino Born Aroma. I was like, oh man, it's been so long since
I'm all in on them Born and Roma fragrances, man.
I'm saying, and the thing is that eventually you got to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? The different DNAs, the different genres, the different styles of perfumery. That's why I like to keep a little bit of everything in there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the Middle Easterns and whatnot, they tend to mimic or be renditions of others. But it's like you can wear those for in the spur of the moment situations, but designers niche and indie niche, man, you've got to go through those occasionally to not sit up there and start feeling like everything's repetitive. I think the more that you have and the more that you wear, each different genre, I think the less repetition you have. But when you just only stay in Creed, only stayed in Surge Lieutenants, only stay in Argos and whatnot, you start to feel like, oh, that's just a mimic, or that's just a rendition, or a clone or whatnot. And the truth of the matter is, you just gotta wear the different genres because different genres have different blends, different notes. I think it's just important.
I think these designers, especially these higher oil concentrations, I think the smoothness we've been experiencing, like Boss Bottle Absolute is a prime example. That is such a rich and smooth fragrance. They're charging more, but it's they're trying to compete with the space of niche and indie niche because you're getting a lot more quality for just a little bit more money. Really, these mass marketed niche and indie fragrances kind of fall in that similar range of 150 to 250 most of the time, and that's where they're charging for most of these designers at this point in that 150 to 200 range for 100 ml bottles now. Like especially anything Dior and Chanel, not private line, they're like 200.
Yeah.
Bleu de Chanel parfums like $200 for 100 ml. I think it's worth every penny, but very few of them I would say that about. I just feel that's the best designer blue money can buy. If I didn't, you tell me Bleu de Chanel EDP for 170, I'm gonna say no, because I don't feel the same way about it. But it like Boss Bottle Absolute. Jason, do you get the Carlisle relation at all when you smelled it?
Yeah.
Because I find it's like a twist on Carlisle.
First, I was thinking Wojan, maybe a little bit of Grand Soir. It's kind of like a little bit of.
It's got more sweetness like a Wajan, but it's also got kind of that fruity and resinous feel of Carlisle. I feel like it's kind of a hybrid of the two's profile.
Yeah, because I was talking to Will yesterday. I was like, man, this smells like a PDM fragrance. I told Will yesterday, I said, man, this smells like a PDM. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, this shit is good, man. It really is.
Hugo Boss, man.
Yeah.
Both their main lines to Boss Descent, the last three, almost every release really, but the last four Boss bottled flankers have all been, to me, home runs. Some of their best work. None of them smell like Boss Bottle, but just judge them individually. They're all great fragrances. So for a brand like Hugo Boss and their baseline, men's fragrance lines to step up like this, there's a shift. They're paying attention to this space a lot more because this space has grown so much, because there's critiques out there for the designers more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. I fell back in love with the Accord with that Maninka fruit note.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I started smell. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this: it was a week ago, but I even really started to appreciate. I slept in the Boss Bottle Oud. It's been over a year since I put that on skin. Period. And I sprayed it on, and I was just like, yo, it's been a minute. The oud didn't smell as synthetic. You know what I'm saying? I love the blend, the spice, and the I don't know what type of fruit notes it was, but I love it. Yeah, and I'm telling you, it just again, it took me to a place I hadn't been in a long time. So
okay, all right. Well, we on what, fragrance number 3 now?
Fragrance number 3.
Yeah, I just did my third one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, since Ross want to be talking about my family, man, you know what I'm saying? Since, you want to, talk some shit about, you're going to be disappointed if I don't talk about my family. So
I was wondering where you were going with that. I was like, I didn't say nothing about your family, but I didn't know you meant your extended family. My apologies.
Hey, man, that's my real uncle, man. Leave me alone, okay?
I see it in the bone structure.
Yeah, man, that's my real uncle, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just on the other side of the water. He ain't get that much sun, so he just light skinned. That's all. He just a light skinned dude. That's all. So I'm going again with something that, people don't really talk about too much. It's easy to go with some of the obvious things from the house that you think I'll go with. But this one is one that I've just recently acquired, one that I've been having my eyes on for a little bit. Tobacco, citrus, some spice, man. Criminally underrated fragrance, man. And I'm going from the House of Creed. I'm going with Tabaron Millicent. Man, look.
Tell him about it, Jason.
It's not going to be a screamer off the skin. You're going to get, some bergamot. You're going to get some orange up top, more like the orange peel. Not like a juicy orange peel. You're going to get some spices in here from the ginger that's in here. I got to go on skin with this one, bro. The tobacco is a sweet, like leafy tobacco that you get from it. The patchouli is nice. The leather is not a dominant leather note. It's just something to kind of just like smooth out the base with the leather accord. But man, this stuff is phenomenal, y'all. I mean, this is like really one of the first fragrances that Creed released. I think it was first released back in 1867. And then they kind of shut it down for a little bit. And then they just really brought this one back, I want to say in 2005. They brought it back. And man, I mean, I think this one needs to get more love than what it gets. I mean, of course, Aventus and, Aventus Absolute and all this stuff, it does what it's supposed to do. But this one, for a holiday party, if you don't want to be the guy that's loud, you don't want to be the guy that's, the cologne guy, but you want to be the guy that smells interesting, the guy that's going to smell a bit different, to where they're going to have to come to the fragrance. This ain't going to go and grab people and snatch them by the collars and say, come in. These are people that when they're in your little bubble, they're going to be like, damn, you really smell nice. You smell put together. You smell like a gentleman. That's what my Uncle Olivier does feel. So y'all need to go ahead and invest. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Get y'all a sample. If you have a Nordstrom or a Dillard's or wherever that sells Creed product, just go out there and get your nose on it, y'all. I ain't going to steer y'all wrong. Tabaron Millicene from the House of Creed, phenomenal fragrance. Get your nose on it, y'all.
Dame had a good point. We've suffered for 38 minutes. It's time to put the other earbud in, Jason. It's time. I agree with Dame. It's time.
Y'all can hear
me? We can hear you. It's like every other syllable is out.
What about that?
There we go.
Say a whole sentence.
It's good. Y'all can hear me better now?
It's smoother. It's not popping anymore.
Okay.
Because it was like I wasn't saying nothing, because if it wasn't abundant in the chat, I wasn't going to say nothing. But I agree with Dame when he's like, man, put your other earbud in, Jason. Yeah,
all right, cool.
That would help.
All right, cool. I'm not paying attention to the chat, so I appreciate it.
Well, you don't know if we don't tell you. You know what I mean?
This thing is flying. Like, I was thinking about trying to pop up people, but it's flying through here, man. People are shooting through messages. I'm like,
okay, cool, got it.
Well, we got two chats going. I got 102 in my chat. You got 47 in your chat. So and they combined. The chats combined. Like the little chain links next to them. That's the ones that are commenting from my side.
Yeah, and that's the deal. But hey, okay, let me go ahead and do this. All right. So for the Christmas holidays, especially when we used to go out of town, and we'd be with family, we would always, open presents, eat. But then there was always a period of time after eating when the football or the basketball games would go on. The men would leave and go do something. We'd either leave or go outside. And a lot of times it would consist of tobacco products. All right. And I always had a couple of uncles that always smelled like tobacco. They always had some type of tobacco fragrance. Well, now that I'm of the age and I actually do smoke cigars, I was going to go with one from one of our friends, Michael Paul from Day 3. I was going to go ahead with Ambar Dominicana, but because I already I'm sorry, I said Ambar. I meant Philosophia. But because I already talked about that recently, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring to mind. This is a house that is rarely talked about nowadays. I think the biggest name that came out of it that most people will talk about is Shergui, or however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, chopped it up. Yeah, shout out to Dedrick. All right,
I straight got on him on Kick's live stream, where I was like, nobody can book their name like Dedrick, boy.
For real, man.
Yeah, man.
But this house is definitely slept on, and this fragrance right here is never really talked about. There have only been 2 other people that I've heard talk about this, and I want to say one was our friend Alicia in our chat, but this is from the house of Serge Lutens. This is Ecrin de Fume. All right,
try that one.
Yeah,
tell me about it. I'm very interested.
Man, hey, Ross, when I tell you it's dark, deep dark, and resinous.
Well, the juice looks like it would be.
Oh, I'm telling you, you get the cacao and the rum up top, okay? You get that, and it comes through. When I tell you put this on skin, it's going to it's going to radiate. All right. This is a 6 and less sprays. All right. You also get the tobacco. It's a dark but a dry tobacco. Nothing moist. It blends in well with the cacao.
Mhm.
But then you got a layer of the rum. I can't really say if it's on top or underneath, but the cacao and the tobacco come together beautifully. And then as it starts to dry out, you start picking up earthy notes, woody notes, and whatnot. But it's as simple as that. But when I tell you that this is, oh my God, it's beautiful. This right here is the reason why I had to pick up Philosophia. These two fragrances are the epitome of what you would imagine a gentleman smelling like in a cigar lounge.
Mm.
This is what you would you remember that commercial with the dude from the Dos Equis when he used to say, "Stay thirsty, my friends."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most interesting man in the world for the second year.
Yes, the most interesting man in the world.
Stay
This
thirsty,
is
my
the
friend.
smell that I would imagine him smell like, and this is why I got it. Because when I do step out in my business casual with my blazer or whatnot on, man, this is what I'm wearing. These are my top two choices. And since I already talked about Philosophia with this chocolate tobacco, all right, today we're talking about Écrin de Fumée. All right, beautiful.
What a great house in general. That's why immediately when you pulled out a Surgeon bottle, I'm like, all right, you have my intrigue. I've never heard anybody speak on this and educate me.
And I got several.
Well, I'm just gonna assume he's pronouncing it the right way. I mean, I'm just gonna assume that that's the right way.
I looked it up. I watched the video.
Once in a while, I'll do that too. Just like with Cinque Terre from Mancera, I had a bunch of people try to correct me in French. I'm like, no, boo boo. This is in Italy. I watched videos on this. I'm saying it right. I did my research because I knew it was going to be butchered if I didn't.
Like that Pizzalia, like Lorenzo Pizzalia.
Yeah, that happened earlier today.
I had to watch a video out there when they were in Essence. And I was watching a video of Margie, I forget her name, but I forget her name on IG. But anyway, Margie was out there. They went to dinner with him, and he was up there at the table. And so they kept. One of the girls was like, "I keep messing up his name," and she was like, "Pizzalia." I was like,
I didn't know it was Lorenzo Pizzalia. I thought it was Pizzaglia. I was hard G.
I've heard some people say it, but I heard them say it out there, and so I just went with the no G.
It's probably the right way to go. It sounds like it would be.
Yeah, I think listening to Dedrick and Tazo, they just destroyed that man's name, bro. Shout out to Dedrick.
Look, man, I butcher a name here and there too. I can't act like I don't. Dedrick is the king, though.
Dedrick is paying people back because everybody listens on his own live. They watch his video, get on his live, and still proceed to call him Dedrick.
Right? Or Derek. And he calls me, he's like, "Oh, that's great. You've been here for a long time. My name's not Derek." It was when I was on with him the other day. I was like, damn. I think it was Blaine, actually.
Yeah, somebody called him Derek. Yeah.
We called him Derek the other day. He's like, yeah, that's great. You've been here a long time. You know that's not my name.
I'm telling you, it's
shout out to him, man.
So now with this next one, this is one of the most impressive cardamom fragrances I've ever smelled. It's got supportive notes of oud and cardamom and coffee as well. They're very present. It's not over the top sweet. It's the bitter type of cardamom. It's not that bright, spicy, powdery stuff. It's a slightly bitter and green spiced, more of an earthy cardamom, if you will. This is so freaking magnificent. This stuff is not cheap either. 50 ml is from the Les Extraits collection. This is 8 and Bob Agnetta.
Nice.
This is another Christmas party fragrance right here. You can wear this with the family, but there's a lot more hugs involved with the family. Whereas when it's with the coworkers, this is another one of those statement makers. This is oddly seductive, though, I gotta say. There's something very sexy about this profile. So that's why I say it can kind of do both. It kind of works in both scenarios. Personally, I would want to go Christmas party for work with this, but and that coffee is dark roast.
Ooh.
Fresh pot of dark roast, not the coffee bean. Freshly brewed dark roast, Arabica coffee, but dark roast. Oh man, just enough sweetness. It's not quite honeyed like, it's not creamy, but there's a distinctive sweetness. But again, the main players here is this slightly medicinal, somewhat dry oud note with that bitter green spiced cardamom and that dark roast coffee. This is magnifique, top tier quality here. If Raja Dove poured this in a bottle, this would be $1,000 fragrance.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's. I'm not going to sit here and say it's all naturals, but whatever synthetics are in here are the top tier of synthetics. And then I want to say the cardamom's definitely got to be natural. It smells like Guatemalan cardamom to me. This is an impressive fragrance. This is one that I would highly encourage both of you gentlemen to try. If any of that profile sounds attractive to you, Jason, I think this is a brunch with the wife worthy kind of stuff for you. Yeah. Some in the chat have heard me speak on this one before. Twisted Lily sent me this one for the launch. Shoot, it was a couple of years ago. This blew Justin and Grace away. The first time I had somebody smell it outside of just me wearing it was one of the Zed Creator trips to Chicago. And they were taken back by this one. I think Justin actually ended up getting a bottle because Grace liked it so damn much. She rated this like a 9.5 out of 10. It's crazy good, guys. Yeah. So just to give a female perspective on YouTube on occasion, Grace gives this a 9.5 out of 10 for anybody curious.
I'm looking at it right now. Tell me about that oud note.
So that's what I was saying. It's slightly medicinal and a bit dry. Not quite pencil shaving. I think that mixed with the cardamom is what dries it out just a little bit. But it's not like hay-like earthy tobacco type of dry, like Cherokee from Serves and Tan. It's not that kind of dryness. Okay. But it's also not a moist or creamy fragrance either. It's kind of that fine line where I would say it's more so dry than anything else than leaning to creamy or anything like that. And it's not over the top sweet. There's just enough sweet to balance it. I don't even remember what the sweet note is. Probably something like vanilla. I don't distinctively remember it. You have the notes in front of you. Is there vanilla in it?
Amber.
Okay, so maybe that's what's giving a little bit.
I've seen where amber and sandalwood can't come across as a vanilla if it's sweet enough.
And the sandalwood doesn't make it super creamy. That's what I'm saying. It's not creamy like you would think, because that's the first place my mind goes when I see sandalwood is, oh, there's going to be a creamy dry down. Not really. Not really. The oud is the more prominent wood note here. And it's not funky. It's not funky. Slightly medicinal. More so than dry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm definitely going to get my nose on it.
Yeah, this is a special fragrance. I only pull this out for special occasions.
Yeah, because at the perfumery that's here in Orlando, they actually have that. I remember seeing it.
You should go smell it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll probably be back over there either Thursday or Friday.
Try to remember Agnetto.
Yeah, I ain't gonna forget. Because I remember you talking about it before, and that's what made me like it stood out to me that they had it, because I remember you talking about it before. So I was like, okay, that's what Ross is talking about.
This is special, dude. This is they're little 50 ml bottles, well articulated. They got some decent design to it. The caps are kind of cool, but the quality of the juice, and it's a simplistic blend. I think it's like 6 notes. It's a simplistic blend, but sometimes simple is all you need. This is one of those fragrances. Very simple, very straight to the point.
Yeah, and Aiden Bob does really well at keeping those simplistic lists of notes and making quality fragrances, because I love Egypt. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Egypt's probably their most popular fragrance.
Yeah, and Dad put me on that one. When he talked about it, I went out and got my nose on it at the scent room over here in Dallas, and I went ahead and bought it. It's good.
I heard 8 and Bob Original's really good too. Justin's a fan of that one.
I just smelled it. They got
D. I agree. He needs to get a microphone, but he spends too much money on his extracurricular money goes on creeds.
Yes,
he can't get the microphone.
Yes, indeed. He needs to call.
He wants to do content with iPhone 7 earbuds. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, he needs to call on his uncle. His uncle does well enough to get him a mic.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Let him slide. Hey, they only like $100, man.
Hey, man.
Need me to send you one? I'll hook you up.
Man, look, bro. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. And real quick, let me shout out to Joel real quick, Jay. My bad. Let me shout out to Joel, because you know what? I do remember Joel bringing it to light on Dedrick's Live early when Dedrick started going live. He started talking about Aiden Bob. That was one of That was one of the first niches that I do recall Joel talking about, because Joel was he was the king of the chat.
He's got some good recommendations, man. I bought some good shit off of him. He's been sweating me about certain fragrances lately that I'm not as interested as he would like me to be in. But everything I have bought that he recommended has been great.
You have to take that wrench from him, Ross. Take the wrench from him, and then when you get it, you give him back the wrench. Because
he's trigger happy. Sometimes they ain't even fuck up, and he'll delete their comment. And I'm like, hey, Joel, here's what they meant. Yeah. He's trigger happy. He's a great moderator. He'll just assume it's bad and get rid of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Joel, he get ready to block everybody.
Yeah, Joel ain't playing around. He's actually great to have a wrench. Yeah.
Joel and Kara, yeah, they will block your ass.
Oh, yeah. Kara's looking to block you. She's
try me.
Yeah, Kara's hanging out in the Wisher motherfucker woods. Just wait.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For real, man. All right, so we on the fragrance number 4. Man, I don't know which direction I want to go in right now, man, because Ross, he being extra bougie right now.
You got some nerve.
And Ross is being extra bougie right now.
You got some nerve.
You know what I'm saying?
He was about to pull some $800 bottle out once.
It's not $800. I don't have an $800 bottle.
I ain't seen 8 Bob over 200.
What?
Yeah, this was $250 retail, and it was sent to me.
That was $250.
Yeah, it was $250 retail. I think it's like $150 on discounters.
The 50 mil? The 50 mil?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
That's more than what the sit room's charging.
All right, let me see.
Let me check. 137. Fragrance fine.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I love 8 Bob. Affordable. But go ahead, Jay. We listen to you driving down expensive lane. Go ahead.
CB on people. But fuck it. Since you all went there, let me see. I'm gonna go with something that's in the same wheelhouse as your Suspiro Bassos and Tierra de Hermes and y'all know the scent profile, scent DNA, but this particular one
fresh
does it better. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is that this one you can wear all year round. It's not just, for fall, winter, holiday only. It's a whatever fragrance it needs to be. But the quality of the juice is that much better. And this one is coming from the house, and I've never talked about this on this platform. This one's coming from the house of Boadicea Victoria. And I'm going to go with Vetiver Period.
Okay.
This right here, if you're a fan of Vetiver, this.
Anybody watching my live stream yesterday knows why I'm shaking my head right now.
This is the absolute best Vetiver fragrance that you're going to put your nose on. It's just the best Vetiver fragrance you're going to put your nose on.
So that one was $800 retail, not discount, right?
Right.
Hey, man, I
paid $600 for it. There's $800 retail at the perfume.
I never pay retail for nothing. So I got this for a very good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Sub $300 for those that might want to know. Sub $300. Sub $300.
Okay.
For real. Now it's over $300. They jacked up the prices. So if you're watching this Beauty Live, stop fucking up, man. Keep your shit affordable for the people, because we the one that's bringing people to your site and they buying this shit. So stop fucking up and increasing the prices. You're screwing yourself.
Stop giving the name away. Stop giving the name away.
Knock that shit off. No, damn all that. They need to know they fucking up because they be watching. So they need to know. Stop it, because people buying. And when you jack up the prices, guess what happens? They stop buying. So leave the prices alone. So anyway, this one right here, it's gonna open up. If you know Tierra de Hermes, if you know Basso, you're gonna get your citruses up top with your orange, neroli. You've got vetiver. You've got your spices from there's black pepper, white pepper. I think there's even pink pepper here. Florals, man.
Black pepper, white pepper, pink pepper. I pulled up the notes.
This is some beautiful juice, y'all, for real. This right here is some beautiful juice. It wears heavier. It's not as airy and as light as you're gonna get from Tierra de Hermes, and from Basso. It wears a little heavier. It's a little bit more dense. The CRs on this is just absolutely stupid.
And it's Christian
And
Provenzano,
Provenzano.
however you say it. But yeah, I'm familiar with his work. This note breakdown looks good, Jay.
It's Ross.
Tell me about the neroli. Do you get the neroli?
A little bit. It ain't like baby ass type of neroli like you.
It ain't like baby ass. And
yeah, it's not like
it don't have that baby ass, of course.
Baby ass
Yeah.
neroli.
You're good as long as it don't have the baby ass, of course.
Yeah, it ain't that baby ass neroli, but man, this is gorgeous, man. I mean, bro, and I'm not saying it just because it's the brand. I mean, I don't give a shit about the brand, to be honest with you. Man, this is so good. I want to say at one point this used to be called, I want to say it was called 4 or something like that.
Vetiver Imperial by 4. It's got 4 across the plate on the picture I'm looking at.
Yeah, on this one, it don't have it across the plate. It don't have it across the plate on this one.
Yeah, it came out in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, man. This, y'all, seriously, if you want to smell like you got your shit together, if you want to smell like that guy for real, like this is beautiful.
Now, here's my question. Because on Parfumo, Terre d'Hermes Parfum's the main thing they related to, but the second thing is Isola Blue.
Okay.
I can see why.
I know you have it, so tell me.
I do. I get some Isola Blue out of it, but to me, Isola Blue, the opening is so much brighter.
It's more citrus and coconut.
Right, it's so much fresher than what you get out of this. But I can understand because as Isola Blue starts to dry down, you start to get more of this in the dry down when it starts to get to the mid and dry down. The opening is what separates Isola Blue from Vetiver Imperial.
Because I have both of what it relates to, and I think Terre d'Hermes Parfum, as far as the base DNA, is the best of the bunch. And of course, Isola Blue is one of my only 2 10 out of 10. So if it's relatable to those, I'd probably love this fragrance. Everything I'm seeing about this tells me this is something that, damn it, Jason.
Treat yourself.
I just went on a rant. You were there. I went on a rant yesterday about how I ain't that guy. You ain't gonna see Bodicea on my channel. And then you show the perfect Bodicea for me to try.
This is the one. I'm telling you, if you don't buy one, Ross, for real, if you don't buy one.
And it's not wild. If I could get it under 300, that's my range. I would need to try it first. I wouldn't blind buy it, but it looks like one I would very much enjoy.
I'll get you a sample sent out to you after the holidays.
Throw me an ML if you don't mind. I just need enough to spray it twice.
You got friends in bougie places, Ross. You got friends in bougie places.
Got that screw you guys money. You know what I mean?
I got you. After the holidays, so that way the post office ain't screwing everybody over. I'm gonna get you a sample of this. Because I want you to get a wearing experience. I ain't gonna just send you enough just to get sprayed.
But I'm saying 1 ml is enough to spray it around the neck. I don't decant the hell out your bottle. Is my point.
I got 100 ml. I got 100 ml of this, bro. I ain't gonna wear all this.
I'm just saying.
I got you. I
appreciate that, Jay. Yeah, I need to try this one. Damn it, I'm end up buying a bottle. I know it.
You damn right you will. For real.
I'm gonna have to eat them words. Go figure. Jason's gonna be the one of all people to make me eat them words, guys.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this is gonna be Ross's first bottle of Bodicea. It's gonna be this one right here, Vetiver Imperial, because
that might be right up your alley.
That sounds like it will be. Yeah, I think he just sold me on a fragrance, guys.
If this is not your second 10 out of 10, I guarantee you this shit is gonna be
my third.
Less.
I got 2 already. That would be my third.
It'll be no less than a 9.5. I guarantee no less than a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Hey, Ross, I will say this, though. When I did smell it up there at, not Nordstrom's, at Neiman's, because I'm not used to, like, I'm getting into citruses, as you know, but when you get that dry down and you start to pick up the pepper, all right, to my nose, I know a lot of people say it's spicy, right? So I know fragrances that you enjoy and you said it's spicy. I picked up pepper. I picked up, to my nose, it smelled like, so I think you'll like it. I think you will like it, man.
It very much seems like one I would quite enjoy. And just know that even though he's sending me the decant, if I end up like falling in love with it, the first thing's out of my mouth and God damn it, Jason. Because I don't like having to eat words. I don't, but it sounds like this is going to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
It will. Can y'all hear me? Because I'm looking at the chat. Everybody's saying like they still having a hard time hearing me. Like, can you guys hear me?
It comes in and
It's
out.
back to popping in and out a little bit.
Yeah, that's all good. But hey, Ross,
Man, bro, next time y'all see me on 60 Cents after the holidays, bro, I'm like, fuck all that, bro. I gotta get
Dude, Blue Yetis are like $100.
Just get a mic.
It ain't even. Honestly, it's not even the price. It's not even the price.
I know it's not the price. That's why I'm saying they're not expensive.
Yeah, it's not even
You
the
fucking
price.
you wipe your ass with $100 bills with the way you buy fragrances. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
Hey, it will be bought if you went out there and you got Sospiro Dolce, what is it, Dolce
Dolce
Melodia?
Melodia.
You'll get that. You'll get that.
Dolce Melodia is so good.
It's
Oh man, orange juice.
It is. Huh?
Basically,
Yeah.
orange juice.
It's good. Hey, I got a bottle. Man, hey, look, yeah. But hey, all right. So we're on my fourth now. All right, y'all.
Now that the salesman job's over, my favorite Florida realtor just sold me a fragrance. You know.
Hey, I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you, Ross.
Look, early into my fragrance journey, I started watching Bowtie, as a lot of people know. You know,
Shout out Darian.
shout out to him, man. His collection. He helped me find my my love for certain sports. Good. Okay. All right. Yeah, he helped me find my favorite notes and accords. One of them being amber. All right. And this was one of the first ones that he recommended in his top 10 amber fragrances. But this is definitely beautiful, but it is challenging. And that if you don't like a dark, how do you say, offset blend of amber for a couple of hours, you might not keep it on long enough to enjoy the beauty of the dry down. All right. This right here comes from the House of Mask Milano. All right. I'm sure you know what it is. It is Tango. All right.
I have tried Tango. It's been a few years though.
Yes.
I
This
tried
is
that and Russian tea at the same time.
yeah, Russian tea is beautiful. It
Mhm.
really is. That and I forget the other one.
They got a rose one. I forgot the name of it. That one was the best of the three that I tried.
Yeah,
That one blew me away.
Ford one, I forget what it is, but you already know how I feel about it.
I just noticed Jason's cursing people out in the chat. Oh, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah. But
Way to
Mr.
keep viewers, Jason.
Yeah. Mr. Clark put in there ombre conjar and it leans in that direction, but this is I have to admit, this is a little better blended. All right. This is darker. All right. The thing that stands out in the beginning is the amber, the dark amber, the cumin, all right, and the benzoin. The benzoin is just enough that it doesn't allow the cumin and the amber to get too dark. It gives it a little sweetness in there. All right. But then after about an hour or two, you start to get the cardamom starts to come through, the spices and whatnot. You get the cinnamon, cinnamon starts to come out, and you get that cinnamon rose. That's one of the first things that you pick up outside of the spice, outside of the cardamom. All right. Get the cinnamon rose. Later on, as it dries down, you get a little white floral, some wood and whatnot, some wood notes. But I'm telling you, this is a 12 plus hour fragrance. This is beautiful. This will last all week if you spray it on clothes. So don't put it on anything white because that juice is real. All right.
That's natural color, probably.
Definitely. It's not just man. But I'm telling you right now, this is a beautiful fragrance. Now, here's the deal about it. I will wear this before I go to my girl's family's house. So once that dry down starts to kick in, that's where the magic sets in. You can get up out of there real quick and go unwrap your last gift for the night. That's what we're doing. Tango by Mask Milano.
And for those that aren't familiar with that last gift of the night is, you have to elaborate. For those that aren't hip to the game and paying attention.
Yeah. Perhaps you will be successful on having some panties dropped.
There you go. There it is.
Hey, can y'all hear me right now? Or
That's actually way better.
It's
better?
much better.
Yeah.
Because I just took them off. So I just took them off.
So the laptop mic is better than the AirPods.
I'm actually doing this from my iPhone.
Well,
okay. Well, damn.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm doing it from my iPhone.
Dude,
right.
no popping in and out. No, it's consistent value and it's way better.
Okay, yeah. So these bullshit ass Apple fucking iPods then. Okay.
So yeah, Dame is like all caps on how much better it is. Like everybody in the chat's loving it. You sound like yourself, very clear now, much better. Yes, we can hear you. Oh, yeah.
You knew, Dom.
Okay,
Man.
well, guess what, y'all? We about to start this shit all the way over. Jams. Cue the music.
So we gotta go pick some more fragrance and shit. All right, kick the music.
Yeah, okay.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
So now that we can hear Jason on my last pick, so this one's in the thumbnail. This is it. For years now, it's been my favorite Montal fragrance until I got Sensual Instinct. Now it's number 2.
Sensual Instinct.
Sensual Instinct is rose oak moss, super heavy, thick, jammy rose, super earthy oak moss with BR540 sugary sweetness. Fucking incredible, gems.
I'm looking it up right now.
Love it. It's so good. I've been eyeballing it for a couple of years. I finally bought it this year. I love it. It's my favorite Montal. I wore it a couple of weeks ago. It's so freaking good because I love rose. I love Chypras. I like the earthy fragrances, and I like BR540. What a combo! Crazy performance. It's amazing. It's not as much BR540 as the forums will make you believe because the main thing they're related to, but because it's just so much rose and oak moss. Ain't none of that in BR540. But that doesn't change the magic of this fragrance because I still think this is some of Pierre Montal's best work across both of his brands of all time. We're talking honey oud, folks. This is one of those 9.5 out of 10 type of fragrances. Long before I ever gave a 10, this was because 9.5s were my 10s. This smells like if you took a little pile of oud chips, drizzled it in honey, sprinkled cinnamon, shaved vanilla over the top of it. Voila. That's what that would smell like this. Just the right amount of funk. I mean, just a little bit, but it's very gourmand and delicious. 'Tis the season for this one. Crazy performance, super high compliment factor. You're going to smell delicious and unique and interesting all at the same time. You get the interest of oud, the deliciousness of the honey and the vanilla, and just a different blend altogether to just make it so much more interesting of a fragrance. It's phenomenal. I can't recommend it enough. I hardly wear it. Very situational, Christmas time, holiday season. This is one of those gourmands I would say for the company Christmas party because it's potent as all hell. And again, it's got that interesting factor to command the room. But people, I mean, if you're single and you hook up at your Christmas party, wear something like this.
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, it's that good. You got the nose pulled up, Gems? Very ambery too. Very warm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Honey oud, man. Honey, cinnamon, argarwood oud, amber, Madagascar, vanilla. I love that combination. Leather,
so good, dude.
And florals.
I don't really get leather. Everything I mentioned is what I get from it. It's dominant in these accords. Maybe that's just me, but this is ridiculous. It really is. It's some of his best work. And again, I'm not a gourmand guy. I see Terrence is a big fan. We got a lot of people sounding off on it. So I'm not the only one. This is special. This is one of those, if you're typically not a fan of Mancera and Montal, you could probably still get down with this one. Okay. It is that good. Hence why when you said send me one of your 5 for the thumbnail, like this.
No, I've never bought a Montal in my life. But I'm considering getting that, and I'm getting pressured to get Arabian Skunk as well.
Sugar oud.
If I gotta spend less than 100, and I can take a chance on 2 that people are talking about, then I definitely will try that one. But the other one, Ross, did you say Sensual?
Sensual Instinct.
Okay.
AL, not EL.
Okay, I might have to try that one too. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my top 2 from Montal. A strong third for me, besides Fougères Marine, Niche Tommy, that's a given, would be Herbal Aquatica, which is Herbapora with mint and aquatic notes.
I bought that one. That's the only one I have. And I bought it because
way better than Herbapora.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
It really is.
We got quite a few ladies in the chat. Y'all give it. We got Sincerely Skylar. What's going on, Sky? We got Jules in the chat. We got
what up, Jules?
Miss China. All right. And we've got JoJo and a couple of other people. Y'all give us your thoughts on Honey Oud if you've smelt it. And give us your thoughts on Sensual Instinct if you smelt it from Montal. I'm curious, do y'all think it's unisex? Does it lean feminine? I mean, it don't matter to me because if I like it, I'm aware,
Sensual Instinct definitely leans feminine, but what really brings it back from being girly is all of that oak moss. It almost smells like earthy patchouli. It's so much of it because of that sweetness tied into it. I always say patchouli. It's actually oak moss.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Those two down. I definitely will be getting my nose on those soon.
Yeah, they're bangers, man. I don't like throwing that name around because people have made it corny to say banger, but it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we down to number 5. Yeah.
Last one.
Let me count real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna do an honorable mention after we get through the 5. I'm gonna do an honorable mention.
Okay.
But for me, number 5, man, it's a toss-up between 2 fragrances, but I'm gonna go with this one because I kind of shit on the other one a little bit. So I'm not going to talk about this one because it is a good fragrance, but I just called it was overhyped at one point. But I'm gonna go with something.
Are you trying to take a subtle shot at me, Jason? Is that what that is?
No, I'm not taking a shot at you, Ross, because you didn't even hype up this fragrance. It's just other people that just think it's God's.
Based on our typical daily dynamic, I had to assume it was about me.
No, this was Naxos is what I was gonna go with. I was gonna go with Naxos, but I'm not gonna play Naxos. Which Naxos, it smells amazing, but whatever.
So you got that Vue Elegant? You got the Vue Elegant?
Bro, I got the Vue Elegant Eau de Parfum Elixir, bro. I got it. Extreme.
Don't forget Extreme.
I got it, bro. I got it. But seriously though, my last one that I'm gonna do for the night, man. I mean, it's in that same wheelhouse as Naxos, but it's a million times better. I usually don't play 2 fragrances from the same house, but today I'm gonna do that today, and it's from the house of Roger Dove, and that's Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Of course.
See, I think weddings with that one because it's such an elegant tobacco.
Oh, that's beautiful tobacco. I give
and look. Before you get into just selling how amazing it is, Jason, because I know you're about to do it. I get so disappointed in people when the first thing out of it, but it's weak, bro. Shut up. Stop talking to me. I don't want to hear from you again. If that's the first thing you have to say about Manhattan, we do not need to have a conversation about Manhattan because that fragrance is definitely not to grab you from across the room, but I'll shut up anything, Jason.
No.
And you're 100% right, Ross. This is not made to grab you from across the room. It's just made to give you a nice little scent cloud. This right here smells so sophisticated, so elegant. You got to dress this up. I mean, you have to be, I'm talking about suited and booted, bow tie fragrance guy type stuff. You got to play the part. You really got to be that dude to pull this off. Like, you got to be dressed up for this one. The opening is just so bright and it's just so fresh.
Mm-hmm. He just came.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness, man.
It really is that kind of elegant. For those
y'all, I'm not doing this to play on like y'all for real. It is really that good. My facial expressions and every way that I'm acting about this, it warrants every single thing that I'm saying, every single thing that I'm doing. For those that have gotten their nose on it, trust me. Like, if you think it's weak and people want to say, "Oh, it smells like tobacco vanilla from Tom Ford." No, the hell it don't. Just because there's tobacco and some vanilla, that ain't tobacco vanilla. This makes tobacco vanilla smell like an Axe body spray.
Okay, don't be disrespectful.
I don't know if I go that far, but I'm with you on better.
Because tobacco vanilla to me is mid at best for me. Tobacco vanilla is mid at best for me. You know what I'm saying? It like Jim's like to say, it's a mid-ranger. That's what it is for me. It's a mid-ranger.
Don't use against my fragrances, all right?
I respect it.
But I'm just saying, but this one from Roger Dove, Manhattan, y'all, seriously. This is another masterpiece from the house along with Burlington 1819.
But it doesn't give, but it like 4 to 6 hours in longevity, according to the internet. What are you talking about? How can
But
it be made
if you're going to a party, a black tie event or something like that, that's all you really need it for.
You
wedding?
sitting there? You
Telling
sitting
y'all, that's
Right.
such a good wedding fragrance.
That's all you need it for. Like you don't need 12 hours. Like I'm about sick and tired of all this talk about, oh, I need something that's gonna be beast mode 12 hours, whatever. I don't know where y'all go, but I ain't nowhere where I need a fragrance to last me 12 hours.
No.
I'm just not out there like that. I don't work 12-hour shifts. I don't do none of that. I don't need a fragrance to last me 12 hours. 12 hours and smelling the same shit, it's going to annoy me after a while. I need something different. So yeah, y'all
Subtlety is a strength in a lot of situations.
Yeah, but a lot of people want beast mode stuff, man, and they working at Kinko's. Like, why you need to be blasting everybody's nose off at Kinko's or at T-Mobile or whatever? Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, knock it off. Stop it with the longevity beast mode stuff, y'all. Seriously, if it means that much to you, it's the scent that should matter, not how long it lasts. Make a decant. Bring a decant with you.
Man, Rick Money Cash nailed it, man. He said, y'all forgot people smash for 8 hours in Fragcom. They need 24-hour beast mode. Comment of the night for me. Oh, great.
What was that James Harden look on camera when he said?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the thing, man. Like, if you should wear a fragrance based upon the smell. I understand you want a fragrance to last. So I understand, especially if you're spending your money on it. But hey, at the end of the day, for me, if it don't give me the performance that I need, then guess what? I'll just bring me a little decant, and if I need to reapply it, I'll just reapply it.
There you go.
This right here, Roja Manhattan, it's a masterpiece. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Get yourself a decant.
Man, let me say this.
Sean said you got a Kinko's workers catching strays out here.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Ain't my fault.
Hey, let me say this. Moisturize your skin, because I worn it. I got in a decant. I wore it, and it gave me about 8 hours.
I get about 8 hours too.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of what I've read. That 4 to 6 hours range is what people say they get.
They complain.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Look, it is a softer projecting fragrance. I will vouch for that. It's not going to knock your socks off and punch you in the face. It's not made to be that.
No, and that's why I be telling people. I complain about longevity when it only lasts a couple of hours, literally a couple on me. But I love Killian. Killian is a 6-hour fragrance, and for the most part, a lot of the liqueur series, a lot of them only last around 6 hours, and people complain about it. But the thing is, it's a date night fragrance. It's a seductive, close range date night fragrance. When you're on a date, are you trying to blow someone's nostril out? Or are you trying to draw them in close?
Also, are you going on 7-8 hour dates? I'm glad you brought this up because I talk about this. There's no date night fragrance I need more than 4 hours out of.
Right.
I just don't. No matter what we do in 4 or 5, even if we're going somewhere for a while, 6 hours maximum. That's a full long night of multiple places.
She gonna be smelling it. She gonna be smelling it on that nightcap.
That's when you just do that one little spray on the chest for the nightcap. You know what I mean? That's all you need.
One on that.
Just one. Because you're gonna be as intimate and close as it gets. You don't want to knock her nose off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. But man, so y'all both done your 5, man. All right. I was gonna.
Hey, look, you got to put a button on it here, Jims.
I know. I
was going last. You got to really take us home on this one.
You know what? I'm gonna bypass the 2 that I was gonna do.
I knew I was gonna mess you up.
With you. I was gonna do the stronger with you, absolute. But I think everybody understands that with the.
I almost did intensely.
Chestnuts roasting.
I almost did intensely. It's in tomorrow's video. It's funny to say that.
What you doing, Vu Elegant? You got Vu Elegant about you?
No. That's on the next one. All right. I was gonna hit y'all over the head. I was gonna try and hit you over the head with a little cherry tobacco, a little discontinued product. Flex a little bit. Kind of how Jason be flexing with them 800 bottles. 400 discontinued. We'll get it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But let me go ahead and shout out to my guy Chris Classic. I talked to him a couple of days ago. All right. Beautiful fragrance. I love this during the winter. This is a cold weather banger. All right. Again, y'all know how I am. I love spicy, dark blends. All right. I love a little booze. Love a little oud. All right. Beau Noir from Savoir Faire. Y'all, beautiful. All right. In here, you get a little oud. All right. Get a little woody oud. So it's not going to be pungent. It's not going to be anything off-putting. All right. Blended well with a dry bark cinnamon as well. There are other resin. Shoot. Yeah. Let me look on here real quick. Off first, for the first couple of hours, all you're going to get is the cinnamon and oud. That's all I usually get. Now, it says that it has patchouli in here. I believe you get that later on with the bacoud that actually comes out. And it's a little incensey, the bacoud smell and whatnot. But the dry down is really where the magic is. And I tell you what, it says it has cedar wood, ceylon, cinnamon bark, and whatnot. I get oud wood, and I get a little bit of eucalyptus. That's it. And the only reason why I say eucalyptus is because it's kind of blended in with the bacoud. You get a little uplifting, incensey smell. Get a little twinge to it, almost in the direction of a pineapple, like a tangy pineapple almost. But this is good. This will last you 8 to 10 hours minimum. This is definitely one that you need to get your nose on. He has a sample he has a sample discovery set, but it's good.
I have a question. Do you get the eucalyptus? You get any mintiness out of it?
That's the thing. It's blended in with the bacoud. That's what I was saying. It takes
it like that little bit of fresh.
Yes, it twists it a little bit. You know, it's funny how he does that because he does it with the Ascension as well. And I mean, it almost has like, it reminds me when I go to yoga classes here and there, and like Ascension reminds me of literally the oils that they use in there to clear the room. It's good, but Beau Noir, definitely one that you got to get your nose on. I love it. This is my favorite from the house. This is the first one I introduced Dedrick to. Mm-hmm. He pushed it back. I think he loved this in Ascension. Then he pushed it back, and I think he loves Soul Cafe now. But
that's most people go for Soul Cafe.
Yeah. This is my favorite. This is my favorite for the winter from the house. Beau Noir.
Beau Noir is good, man. I've got I think I got a 10 ml or something like that because I bought like the 10 ml.
I got 3-pack. Jared Bishop sent me that. I don't know where it's at.
Yeah,
it was on my desk. I might have moved it with the decants. I don't know where it's at, but I haven't tried Beau Noir. Of course, I smelled Soul Cafe right away. That was like, oh, I finally get to smell it.
Yeah.
Soul Cafe is his most popular one.
You should try the 2 new ones, Ross. I think you might find them interesting. I don't know if you would particularly like them, but Hella Flora.
I'm always down to try whatever.
Man, Indicativa and then Figasm. You should try them. They're actually
my number one passion, hobby, joy in life is smelling things. You know what I mean? So I'm down to try any fragrance. Except Secretions Magnifique. I'm just not interested.
Secretion Magnifique.
Yeah, it's body fluid fragrance. I'm good.
Oh God. Yeah,
I'll pass.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That sounds like
yeah, I don't even want the olfactive experience. I'm good.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Just write it down.
Guys, I'm so glad we did a fragrance topic the first time. Because for those who didn't know, we've been debating on doing the scents and sounds first. But I'm glad we did a fragrance topic first. I had a great time doing this. This was a fun live stream.
For sure.
Yeah, man. For real, for real. And I'm sorry about my audio, y'all. Y'all been, giving me shit all night about it.
It's way better now.
Well, you've been giving us shit. You've been giving us shit quality audio.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the one been having to listen to that shit.
So
you didn't know.
No, all good. You know what I'm saying? I might need to get some of them big ass giant
fans,
headphones or something. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like the aesthetic of it.
Honestly, you're good with this. This is way better.
This actually is, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're fine with this. I mean, a mic would improve it, but it's totally fine to do lives with this. Yeah, works.
Okay. All right, cool. But I'm still gonna get a mic last shit anyway. So, but yeah, I'm just glad that we know. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, Ross, you get ready, though. You get ready because we are doing the Scents and Sounds with him.
It just depends on what you want to do, man. You want to do NO? You want to do H-Town? That's my forte.
No. We gonna do. Oh, wait, yeah. We gonna let you know. Those are the 2. Okay. We
haven't covered New Orleans
Especially, believe it or not, more H-Town in New Orleans. I can go through the history of bounce and all that shit, but boy, I could really go through the history of H-Town. Much. It's
well,
like
CJ,
what's
what's your good? How good are you with that H-Town? You know what I'm saying?
how far back you want to go? We diving into great tapes or what?
Hey, I'm definitely hitting the great tapes.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can go into that.
I'm going. Don't challenge me on SUC,
there
baby.
we go.
It's not even a challenge kind of thing. It's like I'm
there
well
we go. And H-Town it is. All right, we're gonna do
I'm
H-Town.
very well versed.
We'll leave it at H-Town. You know,
all right.
That is my first love is Houston hip hop.
We'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, like Swisher House, Swisher House. They was
Watch Wednesdays on TikTok and Instagram, man.
Rap a lot.
He's always chopping it up. Mike Watts.
Yeah.
For real.
Hey, so here's the target month in March.
That's a stretch out. We're gonna have to kind of lock it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
This dude
say we'll talk.
Because hey, we got Joe Anthony coming on here.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping to get Fragrance Fraternity on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Joey. We gonna be doing a little alternative rock.
Get ready for some Blink 182 talk if you're bringing Joey.
Oh yeah, I already told him.
Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mike at Fragrance Fraternity, man. You know what I'm saying? White Mike from Philly.
White Mike, there you go.
White Mike from Philly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man. So that's what we got going on. So yeah, man. I mean, this was fun tonight. Seriously, this was fun.
Yeah, I had a good time, man. I got a little bit more time if y'all want to bullshit with the chat for a bit.
All right.
Got a little bit more time.
Yeah, I got like 10 or 15 more minutes I can spare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh damn, Terrence talking about ESG over here, swinging and banging. Was his first stop food experience.
I put a little faith in Terrence.
But the thing is, ESG ain't from Houston, though. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Mm-hmm. ESG ain't from Houston.
But he's been around since the mid-90s.
Yeah, I was about to say, but that music, when he made a name, you know what I'm saying? Wanna be a wait, no, that's Lil Troy.
That's Lil Troy.
What was it? All Star. What was the name of that? The one song that he had.
Well, Swangin' and Bangin', the one he's talking about, that's his most popular song ever, and it's one of his old ones.
Yeah, he's from
Swangin' and Bangin' is the one.
Yeah, ESG, I think it's from Bogalusa, Louisiana is where he's from, I believe.
Hmm.
No, there was another song, man. It was always on the mixtapes. Oh my god.
Man, I've been to the screw shop where they got bars on the window and shit, where it's selling nothing but XXX and bigger SUC shirts and all that shit. We evacuated for a hurricane one year, long time ago, and my cousin was insistent, man, we're going to the screw shop. Let's go to the screw shop. I said, we get shot down there. We're going deep in the hood. Two white boys rolling up in a Cadillac. You got your mind, you know? And no, we had a good old time in there. Got the dry erase board with all the stuff written in, all the different gray tapes you could get. I mean, 2 giant ass whiteboards, and it's like you at the bank. It's the glass window with the little mic. Order what you want, hit you with it, and you roll. What an experience! Oh yeah, going to the screw shop, south side of Houston.
And that place looked like a mess. It looked like a corner store, man.
It does. Yep.
They be slinging stuff out there. It's crazy. But hey, I remember back in the day, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. 01, I went to college. All right, 2000 though, I went to the Texas Relays in Austin, but we made a detour because I ended up going with a friend and their parents, and we went to go see the seawall before they shut it down. Back when they were still doing the Kappa. I think that was like the last year that they tried to force it.
The Kappa. They ended that early 2000s.
Oh my God, that right there got me so ready for college. Boy, I made sure I passed all my classes. I'm getting out. And then when I got
they were dropping mixtapes. They would do before the Kappa and after the Kappa.
I'm saying, and then when I got to college, they didn't do no more Kappa.
No, it was like 2K5. I think was the last round of them.
Man, they tried to squeeze it out, but I think they turned the Kappa into the Texas Relay. Everybody really started going down to Austin for the relays, and then they drive and swing up and down the boulevard. All that, man. Yeah.
Catch me at the Kappa. I'm a Cap and Kappa slapper.
Plus a Cap and Kappa
old days.
Class. Yeah. Call the tow truck. This 50-50 gonna wreck it. But hey, we gonna get on it. But that's the song.
We're gonna have a good one.
Southside still holding. Southside still holding. That was the one that I was talking about. That I was thinking about. But yeah, but no, it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm hey, look, we're gonna have to take a hit on this one. They might actually have to go ahead and mute some of the songs because I'm gonna tell you what, this might be one of the lives that
Well, look, I'm not gonna cross share that one because that one is going to get demonetized for copyrights and shit. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, don't cross share that one.
Yeah.
They'll have to come in
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to push everybody over that's interested. You know what I mean? I won't be able to cross stream it like we did this.
and
time.
actually they won't
Yeah.
demonetize this. Now what they do is they just say, hey, do you want to mute it? So after the live, and the funny thing too, Ross, is this. It doesn't even demonetize everywhere. So there are some people that'll hit me up from another state and they'll say, oh, I can't hear the music on this one. But there's
So
somebody
just does certain areas and territories.
yes. And a lot of that has to do with Swisher House. I don't know how they have it set up, but if we mute it, we mute it. But we won't lose monetization. You know what I'm saying? It just won't be worth as much on the replay. But I'll take that. That makes people understand that for those type of events, it's important that you come to the live.
Exactly. That's gonna be a fun one. I don't know how many of y'all that are here for fragrance are gonna be here for that, but those of you that like to stay late for the hip hop bullshit we get into at the end of my streams, this is gonna be the kind of stream you're gonna need to come hang out. It's gonna get deep.
Yeah, man. Because we just tie it all together. We tied everything together with fragrance and whatever song selection. So you're still gonna get your fragrance content, but yeah, you're gonna get.
I've never done one of them.
Stuff.
I'm pretty excited to do it. Scents and Soundz.
We did one
man.
with Skylar. We did one with Skylar last week. Yeah, last week.
Y'all did ATL with Dame, huh?
Yeah, we did ATL with Dame, and we were supposed to do one with Terrence. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Look, y'all better be ready for a show from now on. I don't know about Jason, but I'm about to put on a show, and it ain't necessarily the music that's gonna be on there. It's gonna be entertaining. Y'all better show up. You know what I'm saying? Because we got Memphis.
I ain't gonna give away your secrets, but I'm gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you just let it be a surprise whenever that take place. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you do.
Just know it's gonna be a whole production.
I'm gonna let you do what you do.
You're gonna be the odd man. I'm putting it on everybody else to come in. Hey, better come on. Don't be the odd man out.
Yeah, we got Memphis coming up with Terrence. I don't know when, but yeah, we got Memphis coming up with Terrence.
I would think that's gonna be a whole lot of 3-6 conversation.
We got Memphis coming up with him. So yeah. We got some good stuff coming up, man, for real. I'm excited about it. I'm excited.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get you look, because the January and the February, I've gotten a lot of things booked. We got a lot of people coming up. And so I've gotten them solidified on the calendar. So we're gonna talk. We'll get you squared away in March at some point.
Well, that's the thing. It'll be to be determined. It might have to be March. It might have to be April. It depends.
All right.
Because the exact timeline on said project for next year, I don't know exactly when I'm going to be in Chicago.
Well, that's right.
That's to be determined.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's March. Nobody get your hopes up, but I don't know yet. That's why it's like I can't ink the date just yet because it's so far out. Because it might be March, might be April, might be May, might be June. As far as that. So
yeah, we gonna lock in.
Y'all in the loop on, hey, I'm gonna be in Chicago for this week, so I can't do it this week.
Yeah,
if it's around that time.
Yeah, because we're gonna go all around. We're gonna do LA, we're gonna do Miami, we're gonna do New York. I mean, we're gonna cover all the major music areas, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do all of it. So stay tuned. 2025 is gonna be something special.
2025 is just gonna be a hell of a year. There's so much great coming in 2025, man. From man, I don't know if y'all been seeing all the drops. Speaking of Ace Town, we got a new Big Pokey CD. Zero just dropped. Mike Jones and Magno are back together.
Man, and I've been waiting on that.
Paul Wall just dropped the album same day as Zero, which they call me Rotha. Any of you Zero fans, I don't know why you're not jamming that yet.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been waiting for Magno and Mike Jones. I mean, I haven't been.
You saw my post. I said they back hanging together like two titties, and only the real ones know that reference.
Mike Jones
and Magno.
Mike Jones.
Exactly.
Who?
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, because hey, that mixtape that they did together, first round draft picks, that was a classic.
They grinding's on my workout playlist. It comes on all the time.
Yeah.
That and cutting. Yep.
Cutting. Doom, 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 doom. You're late. Those that don't know. But yeah,
For
man,
real, for real.
it's gonna be excellent, man. It's and we man, I'm telling you, Ross, it's big things, man. Between Sense of Sounds is gonna be growing. We're definitely gonna be a lot more active and everything. But real quick, I know you don't want to give much information, but I'm just now finding out. I think Dane might have told me. He might have mentioned that you mentioned it. So y'all are coming back for a third round with the Z creators, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is it the full group? Is it
Different
the full?
third. New third yet to be revealed.
Ah.
Oh man, look,
Me and Justin.
John, with
Me and
yeah,
Justin and Magno and Mike Jones, we hanging together like two titties.
All right. All right. See the biscuits, huh?
Mm-hmm. So third's yet to be revealed. Third's lockdown.
All right. That's a
It's
bet,
official.
man.
Third's
Hey,
lockdown. And they're
hey.
working. We all working. It's just timeline for release and all that good stuff. We've never teased early like, hey, we're working on another round. We've never done this before. It's a little awkward for me and Justin, but George was like, hey, why not? Let's try something different this time. Tell everybody y'all are working on it.
all I'm gonna say is, man, for the third one that's locked in, man, I can't be no more excited, bro. I'm looking forward to this one from the third.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For
I'm
sure.
looking forward to it.
You know, hey, look. As
Well deserved
Uh,
for the third. Well deserved for the third, man.
yeah.
You're thinking it's not Dedrick.
Yeah, but you know, they
It's not Dedrick. For those of you wondering, it's not Dedrick.
Dedrick-
George
Dedrick-
said on watching. Dedrick's not the third for this round.
yeah, David already told everybody he needed more time. He said he came
Dedrick,
in.
let me tell y'all this.
Yeah.
If and when in the future, Dedrick will be a Zed creator. That I will say publicly. Dedrick will be involved in the future. He's not in this round.
Yeah. That's a bit, man. What was I gonna say? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. No, it's gonna be great. I look forward to it, man. Oh, Ross, but before we let you go, before you leave off here, hey, we will talk about it. We will talk about Alfred. But hey, that precious trigger is interesting.
I tried to look. A lot of people are
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm going nose blind to it." It's like I told y'all, you're gonna go nose blind to it.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's one you got to get it away from you. Don't spray nothing up here. Let it come to you, because when you let it come to you, it's going to constantly come to you. It never wants to go away. It's going to hang with you all day long.
Believe it or not, I got it on my right hand, and it's yeah. I wanted to get used to it again. So hey, we'll talk off of here. Definitely interesting. All right, is he bringing that back out?
He's going to have one more round without the presentation. Like that presentation was a one-time thing. He'll have another small run next fall range. Like it might come out before the second privé. He's undecided on after the second privé or before the because he's got another privé fragrance coming out next year. So it's probably going to be right before. He'll go ahead and do the refill for those that want to get it, and then the new one will come shortly after.
Will it be the same price, or would it be less since it won't have the presentation?
It's going to be a little bit less. It's not going to be $295. I think he was saying like $265 range. He's kind of up in the air on it, something like that, because the oil is the most expensive thing. That's why he built such a special presentation around it, because he had to charge more, so he wanted to give more. That's the whole reason.
All right.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Well, Ross, brother, I appreciate you.
Next month,
This
the
is fun.
Extreme's coming next month.
What's coming next month?
The oud fragrance, the Extreme. It's signature pour on just with the oud cranked way up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming next month.
Okay.
Don't tempt me with a good time, Ross.
He's had that fragrance for almost 4 years. It's been ready. It's just a timing thing. He's had it for years.
All right. So it's been macerating.
Yeah. Well, no, they weren't filled, but like it was like, all right,
okay.
this, and I'm gonna bring this to market. It's been for 4 years since that's been complete.
Okay. All right.
Like Claude could stop working for George completely, and George has like at a 5 fragrance per year release schedule. He's got probably 3 or 4 more years worth of releases he could do.
Wow.
Yeah, he's always planning ahead.
I say that because I like oud. I like different types of oud, man. So hey, I'm gonna be Yeah, I'm gonna be looking
Oh,
forward to
Oud fans are gonna like this one. It's got some funk to it.
Already, Jonathan said he just needs his 4 ounce of rosé.
Supposedly in the springtime is the target for that, because he had to kind of focus on that supply for the European releases that because he opened all those Italian and French
Oh, that's right. This is
releases and everything like 2 or 3 months ago. So he's already gone through, like, I think they're on like their 3rd order of pallets of fragrances. Like, they're blowing through. Like, this has been huge for George, opening up in Europe. So
okay. All right. Well, hey, Ross, once again, man, hey, we really appreciate you coming on, man. This was a hell of a time.
it was my pleasure, guys.
You see the tease, you see the temptation.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're a bad influence, Jason Vercher.
Indeed. Indeed. He's a bad influence to himself. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jason, how's that decant purchasing going?
Bro, I said the decant purchase will be starting in 2025. We in 2025 yet,
I'm
man.
buying bottles all December. Hey, now we're not there yet.
I got 14 more, bro.
December 31st, he's gonna put in a 15 bottle order. All right.
That Christmas bonus he's been putting to the side.
Hey man, stop telling all my business, man. I'm putting my business in the street, man. Fake watch.
Now remember, that's the same guy that told y'all in the chat, fuck y'all. No.
I sure did. But they know I love them, man. Those are my people, man.
Yeah.
Damn, Ross, this is good, man. I can't wait to see this for you.
For those of you that normally see me and him bicker in my live chat, I hope y'all enjoyed this.
Yeah.
We actually played nice mostly.
We really did, man.
Yeah,
because I was gonna make an honorable mention on some bullshit fragrance that I have, man, that somebody sent me, bro. It's kind of ass, bro, to be honest.
You always got your hand out. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You want me to show everybody our text conversation on how ass it is?
Yeah. Hey,
like that.
Yeah. Hey, this was hella subtle. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was holding my statements because I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah.
I was like, we've been on here for an hour. No bitches been thrown.
No, because it's all love, man. This is me and him's dynamic. You guys know that. I love Jason.
Hey,
I
man,
love my boys.
We were trying to get through fragrance. We had a lot of fragrances to get through tonight, so we didn't have a whole lot of time for a whole lot of banter. But when it's time for this next one and the whole Sense and Sounds, trust me,
that's a different scenario. Yeah,
it's gonna be a whole different vibe on that one.
You gotta bring the gloves for that.
Yeah, for real. That one's gonna be the one.
Hey, Jason, we got someone that's gonna hold you in contempt. Lions Price said he just ordered it.
The what?
Lions Price said he just ordered that vetiver, that vetiver sensual.
Oh, the vetiver,
Imperial. Better be right.
Hey man, let me tell you.
Imperial, my bad.
Hold on, before we go, let me let y'all know something, y'all. I don't want y'all to buy anything I talk about.
No, you gotta tell him like I tell him. Hey, you a grown ass fucking man. If you don't like it, I don't want to hear your shit.
But Lion Pride is my guy, man. But for real, y'all, like seriously, these aren't cheap, y'all. Like now, if I'm telling y'all about some cheapies or some shit like that, and you spend your money, do your thing. But these fragrances are not like they're not cheap. So please, y'all,
it's upscale blends.
Sample. Seriously, get yourself a sample of whatever it is I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all. Trust my judgment and my taste. Trust me, I appreciate y'all. But I don't want y'all to make a purchase, and then if y'all don't like it, then I'm the asshole. And I'm the bad person. I hyped it up and did all this other kind of shit. The same way I gave Ross that energy with Seraphine Blue. I'm a grown-ass man. I made that decision. And guess what? It didn't work for me the way I thought it was, but I can't blame Ross for that. You know what I'm saying? And I did.
Especially when for 20 fucking minutes in an individual review, I explained to everybody, this is how I feel.
Right.
Doesn't mean you're going to feel this way.
Right.
Sample the damn thing.
Exactly. But the thing is that, I was a little hot with you, Ross. I ain't going to lie. I was a little hot with you. But as a grown man,
baby motherfucker.
We all good. You know what I'm saying? We all good, bro.
Look, Ross,
we were doing good. We were doing good.
Ross, I didn't blame you, okay? I didn't blame you.
Yes, you did.
I get blamed for everything.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
I didn't blame you first, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I blame myself too.
Yeah.
I did say I was kicking myself in the ass for not trying it first, but here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you,
but for real, I bought it based upon the note breakdown. To be honest, when I saw the note breakdown, because I had it in my mind that I was gonna buy it anyway. But then when I heard
10.
Ross rave about it, I was
10.
like, it's got to be that one. And then I bought it, and then I was like, dang.
For me, it is. And it
quick.
might be just me, and I don't give a shit.
Real quick. It's still a good fragrance. It's just
it is
not
a good
for me.
It is a good fragrance. I stand on my 7.5 that I gave it. I stand
That's
on
not
it.
a bad rating.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
When we started thinking about it,
we're like, when did that become a bad rating, though? That's what I'm trying to understand.
That's what I was trying to understand in your live stream. Like, it's 7.5s and 8s are getting over. What?
I'm just trying to figure out when the 7.5 becomes
That's
bad.
what we were saying, Ross. That's what we were saying. But
you know
people were
why?
getting mad at us. People were getting mad at us, Ross, because we didn't give it a 9 or a 9.5. People were like, "What? You're crazy!" And these are people that we
here's
talk
what it
to.
is. I'm gonna give you the game on the problem. I've been saying it a lot lately, and I don't give a shit who gets mad. If your butt gets hurt over me saying this, grow the fuck up. Too many people whore out 9s and 10s. Whore them out. Everything they like's a 9 or a 10. That's why I treat that shit so sacred. If you hear 9 or better come out of my mouth, you see 9 or better with my body language and the sounds I make and shit, because I am feeling that. These ratings need to be more sacred. A 7 and 7.5 is a very good fragrance. It's just not outstanding, mind-blowing masterpiece. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a whole bunch of 7 and 7.5s in their collection. And guess what? That's what you wear most of the time is your 7.5s.
Thank you.
That's what you're going to wear most of the time because that's your do-it-alls. They're not super special, but they're easy to roll with. They smell good. They probably get you more compliments than your 9.
Easy reaches.
So sorry for the tangent, but sometimes the dose of reality is needed, you know?
But it needs to be said, like, for real. Like,
shout out to the GOAT. Miss Heather's here. I see her.
What up, Miss Heather? You know, like when we talk about things and, you know, people think that we shit on it or whatever, you know, just because it's not my taste, you love it. Like Vanilla Oud. It's a good fragrance.
Don't you
It's a good fragrance. It's good. It's a good fragrance. It's just, for me.
You just don't care for it. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? But
it got rehomed.
And like, y'all, seriously, don't go blind buying this stuff for real, y'all. Don't go blind by it. I'd rather y'all get a sample, spend whatever it costs to get a sample, because I'd rather y'all be out of $20-$30 on samples than to be out $300 for a whole bottle, and then y'all looking at me and just being like, "Oh, Jason, you full of shit, and you don't know what the hell you talking about," and blah 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 blah. And I spent all my money.
Well, I'm straight up spraying vanilla on.
I didn't make you go in your wallet and put in your card information or paying for or EBT or whatever the fuck you pay for your fragrances with. I didn't make you do it. So don't come to me with all that.
Bless you.
You know what I'm saying? Don't come to me with that.
Dude done sprayed vanilla oud on. He choked himself out. Look at him. Shit. Got him.
Only on sips and sniffs when you see shit like that.
Wait, let me say it right. Got him.
But real, I think that this is great. Ross, I'm going to send you a sample. And then once you get your bottle, you go on and you do your review on it.
I'm going to have to say nice things about you if I love it.
Do what?
I'm going to have to say nice things about you if I love it.
It's not mandatory.
Well, used to it.
It's not mandatory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's great, man. So for real, Ross, bro, you the guy, man. We appreciate you. You know, you take your time out to,
love you guys.
You know, to be on our platforms, man. Not just us, but you know, you've gone on Tazos, you've gone on Sally's. Like, you know, you're not one of those guys that feel like you're too big for, you know, for everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Just busy as shit.
Show love for everybody.
Busy. Dude, I say it all the time. None of us are better than the other. It doesn't matter how many people watch me versus how many people watch you. We all just love fragrance. That's the difference. We're giving opinions, and anybody that says they're the GOAT, calls himself the GOAT, or they're the best, that's a ego problem that these dudes got, and they need the validation because we are giving opinions. Ain't none of us right, ain't none of us wrong. It's just how we interpret it. That's it. That's it. None of us are right. None of us are wrong. None of you are right. None of you are wrong. It's opinion. Where it's an opinionated art form. That's all it is.
You got it.
Anybody that gets in their feelings because of some followers, they got.
It's deeper
they
rooted.
need something else. They need something off camera because they are tied too much into the follower count. You know what I mean? It's great. It's wonderful. I've got a great life because of this, because of you guys watching. but it ain't that end all be all. Like EQ like say, touch some grass. It's important.
Most definitely. But hey, we're
I
gonna go ahead
go.
and
My phone is blowing up between my mom, my brother, and George the Horoff. My phone will not stop.
All right, Ross, go ahead and do your thing, man.
I'll let you later, man.
I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for having me. Anybody that's still watching on my end, if you haven't subscribed yet, the link to this channel is pinned at the top of the chat. Subscribe. I see we got a few people over here. They need more. This is a great, great platform. This is a fun live stream that they do over here. They have a variety of guests, a variety of topics. And you see how they like to cut up and have fun. So subscribe. Thank you guys for having me. Seriously. Lots of love.
Appreciate you, Ross.
All right, well, I'll let you later,
fellas.
Look at this. Mike said, you are 100% wrong about Blue Electric. I tell you what, if anybody wants to test to see if Jason was wrong, let me know. DM me. I got a bottle of Blue Electric for.
I got. So if anybody needs a bottle of Blue Electric, hit me up. I got one for sale. You know what I'm saying? So White Mike from Philly, if you think that I'm wrong, brother, then hey, man, it's all subjective, bro. I mean, I didn't say his ass. I'm just saying it just wasn't the hype monster that people made it out.
It was overhyped. It was overhyped.
Yeah, it just wasn't the hype monster people made it out to be. But it's not a bad fragrance. I mean, it smells
but hey, y'all, stay tuned because going into the new year, we will be doing our list of overhyped fragrances for the year. So stay tuned.
Yeah, you ain't gonna want to miss this one, man. We might get canceled.
It is. But hey, man, we definitely appreciate y'all for being here today, man. Hey, it has been a great time. Had our boy Ross on, had the Frag fam in the chat, the Sippers and Sniffers, and the TLTG family.
Appreciate everybody, for real. Everybody that watched, if we've gained some new subscribers, hey, man, I appreciate y'all for watching, for subscribing, liking the video, coming to hang out with us. Just two crazy ass dudes that, don't know what the hell we talking about. We just get up here and talk shit and we just wing it. That's just what we do. It ain't scripted, nothing. We just get up here and we just talk our talk and do what we do. But we all have the same thing in common, which is a love for fragrance. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong, like Ross said. It's all a matter of opinion. It's all subjective. But we can all agree to disagree and do it in a respectful manner. And that's what I love about, our platform and the people that support. Nobody gets disrespectful. Everybody keeps everything 100 with each other. And man, appreciate y'all, man. For real, appreciate it.
Thank y'all for not giving me such a hard time while I was over there snorting that vanilla. Ooh, boy, that shit went up my nostril and just damn near had me in a chokehold for a second.
Just let you know that it's straight cheeks, man. But you enjoyed it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wait, let me see.
I got caught off guard by the smell.
I didn't do that with this one. Let me see. Nope, didn't do it with this one. Let me see.
Hey,
didn't do it with this one.
I might have a bottle of vanilla oud for sale soon.
You should.
Like fecal matter. Nah. But no, hey, we appreciate y'all for coming through, man. We know that y'all can be anywhere but here, but you chose to join us tonight. And for that, we are truly appreciative, man. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the comments, the chat. Appreciate y'all, man. As always, love y'all.
All right, brother. You gonna sign us out today, or you forgot the outro?
I did it 2 times in a row. I don't want to strike out. Go ahead.
Really, you did it 2 times in a row? Yeah. Okay.
I did.
But again, and James, can't do this without you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Like for real. You're my guy. Appreciate everybody watching, man. I think we might be on live one more time this week. Before the days. I know I'll be out all next week. Myself, I'll be traveling to see my family back in Louisiana, man, to get some good food, good quality time with my family, man. That's what this time is about, man. This time is really about, just spending time with loved ones. It's not about stressing yourself out over money and gifts and all this other stuff, man. That's not what this is about. It's about just cherishing moments, making memories, and man, just love on your loved ones, because you don't know, this could be your last Christmas with them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Nobody's promised tomorrow. So take every opportunity. For those that may have lost loved ones and, they don't have their loved ones with them, you know, my heart goes out to you because, you know, I don't have my parents. So, you know, holidays don't always hit the same for me. So I get my pleasure out of giving to others, you know, giving to my kids, giving to my wife, seeing smiles that go on their faces. You know, that's the true gift for me. It's the gift of them. So don't mean to get too sentimental for you guys. I really don't. But, you know, we sometimes lose focus
No.
and we put ourselves in debt and we stress ourselves over not being able to buy PlayStations and all this materialistic shit. And that's not what
Not even
this,
what the season's for.
it's not, man. I mean, you know, it's just about family. So you know, just love on your families. Just love on those that you love, family, friends. You know, just spend that time, man, and just enjoy. Because again, like I said, nobody's promised to see tomorrow. So, with that being said, let every sip be a sip of inspiration, and let every sniff lead to a new discovery. I appreciate you all so much. We love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Okay.
Have a good night.